The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes, because you got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays, because he's among the best dual threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back in the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space. On drag routes just like this, they want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Once again, it's counter. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
High
That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up a touchdown for Arizona. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots, get your offense moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for the brother of Dalvin is James Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So it's time for them to be teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. Cooks on the quick slant. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
On play action, Allen. And he's got it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's what defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Well, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. So 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third pass on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. The goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look down the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and they send them back to the drawing board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls. Sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Murray now. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A gain of 15. First down, Arizona.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Benson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing now is Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're going to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the bootleg. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive. He takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Allen going to throw. Completes to Shakir once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look, went in and then made a beeline to the pylon. He didn't quite get there. He wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Motion man is Shakir. Allen. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down around the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. All that gets him is just a yard. And now it's third down. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks taking it in. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal. That looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive to give the counter. They've been able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just start that with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up the score.
Murray now going to do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Here's Murray. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
Running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he didn't create any matchup against a football that was prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And makes it to 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The completion there, but this is what defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. He knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
That's what I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He gets it to Cooks. Finds space at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down, just a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, here's the option. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to him, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Allen off the play fake. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Josh Sweat rushing in, bringing him down to the ground.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Play action. Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Good move. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 on their 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he has some dance classes in his background with footwork.
Over the middle, he'll get Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he reaches the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now that they completed on this drive, peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. How can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. The pitch goes to Kenner. Fights loose. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. Nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. play action. Now it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
For the Cardinals.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give him some space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
To throw, it's Allen. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 5th and 3.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Option play. Here's and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they put it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Pass on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ended a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And they will wrestle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now. Gets set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin by running the option. And maybe the wrong read there. He's going to go down immediately. That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to him.
I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Arizona.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Murray a give. This is Connor. 2 yards on the the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, the end of all that hitting and powering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Connor on the toss left side. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Ryland on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think the major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll be tackled right on the chart, 45. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Shotgun now for Murray. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And the Cardinals first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run behind center with Cotter. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7 from the 20. Murray going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. They'll set up a third down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Cardinals
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake. Murray. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays total. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Back out is the kicker, Riley, and he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Bills offense. Now they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's an offense. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They start the drive. Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing and 12 carries for him now. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you have everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that. It's still the same result.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They went right back to him. Pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had his back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9. Now Allen on the bootleg. Finding Shakir across the formation. And they're going to have another first down. The tackle's made here at the Cardinals 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen going to throw. Now is the step up and run. The coverage may be too good that that time as he breaks away from 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Cook up the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Allen. Slant right, going to be caught by Palmer. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first 5 in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. Second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all the keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. They'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start drive on the
second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Here's Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here. We've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Murray now. McBride on the slant. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security. None more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing now is Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here is 3rd down and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on Arizona's side of the field. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL, and at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Not a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills had 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. Talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cardinals offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. headed onto the field. He was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
45 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Connor here on first. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Benson. And shelling through the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Connor running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. back now in Buffalo. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man, it's Dortch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
3 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. To throw is Murray. Now he'll tuck it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now. His has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with a fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Swinging this out right here for Cook. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Palmer going in motion right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. That ball popped free. You can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
1st down, here's the run. Cook. Down by Jalen Thompson. Now, again, I'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put onus on the defense. Do they have to get timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. He is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And that throw behind his man. Missed him. Incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray going to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again, Murray. It's Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're getting in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray to air down again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Ryland on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now a 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's good for Bills. First down.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From the gun, it's give to Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Motion man is Shakir. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And that's incomplete. Coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It leads to
North being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Allen going to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down and goal to go.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. Nice throw there, and they put together a very strong drive as a response.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And from 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field, and how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run. Winning football 101, check that box.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Murray. He completes it to Wilson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But this
fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray now going to do it himself. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
As it came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. That pass completed to Dortch. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Murray. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Shortly, you're caught by McBride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
And that's ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up second, manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility makes it tough to complete a pass.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. From the gun, Murray. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
A gain of 9 yards.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Murray now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.